So, we are loading into another battle on Rome Total War 2. So we've got kind of a barbarian faction today, because it seems to be quite effective. Lots of people seem to do quite well with them. Some of my archers up there. And try to follow sort of like a relatively mixed build is what I've tried to do. So just got some very light spears in the middle. Let's just get all these cavalry out of the way. You're not going to be grouped into one. Trying to do this relatively quickly. So yeah, so we're just going to see how this goes. I'll probably split these over. Oh, how are we going to do this? We'll put two of you on that flank. Two of you on this flank. Trying to go for a much more staggered layout than I normally try to. I'm trying to play like a pro, basically. Just not entirely sure it's going to quite pan out like that. You know what my gameplay is like. Okay, that gives me a few blocks to work with. We'll bring them back a little bit. I'm not quite that close. We'll stick you on guard mode as well. Skirmish mode is off. Fine. Where's my general? We'll split you into 3 and 4 groups. And we'll just have you out on the wings. And we'll stick these guys right over here. So you're just going to go straight into the forest. There's like a hidden... These are the heavy horse. Pretty nice heavy melee cavalry. Not the most expensive, not the noble horse, because I like to limit the amount of money people have in these games so that, you know, not everyone just has elite units. We've got very light levy spearmen in the centre. These are obviously going to do nothing, but they're just a meat shield to be the grind. I want to get these guys to engage the enemy units frontally, and then these are going to be the flank winners. So obviously got the chosen swordsmen, the heavy melee units. Then here at the back we've got these 2 units of Oathsworn. It's an inconvenient way around. I might put you more there, and then sort of you somewhere like that. So you've got a good chance of flanking, but can go to the centre if it kind of needs to hold. So that's sort of giving us a fairly fair balance. Looks like the other player's about ready. Are we happy with everything? Got my units straight out there. Got some cavalry on the flanks. Yeah, okay, pretty good. What are we going up against? Oh, he's gone for also a very sort of confident layout. This guy knows what he's doing. I don't even know what the faction is here. It's obviously a very similar faction. It's got a very similar layout. And through your spears, so these might be something like an Illyrian. Oh, and there's pikemen. Okay. Oh, maybe it is quite a different faction to what I was expecting. This mercenary barbarians he's got on some of the flanks. He's got some very heavy shot cavalry. Some. There's obviously like Pontic faction. I don't know how this is going to work. I think we just kind of go for it. You know, we'll walk it. Cowardice never got anyone anywhere. Let's just advance. And just sort of do what these pikes are a pain. There's probably the levy freemen are quite good at sort of just wasting their lives on that sort of thing while people get round. But he's got enough units on the flanks that I feel like it's not going to be very easy to take advantage of some of these situations. They're going to be sort of a very light, fast missile cavalry. Let's just pull these guys a little bit further back around then. Got our archers up the front. He's obviously going to go on a bit of a flanking manoeuvre, if nothing else, a bit of a spotting manoeuvre with his guys there. Let's get those guys hidden off in that forest there. Don't let me forget about them. Must not forget about the cavalry.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Oh, I doubt he's going to be so unawares as to let me do that. He's not. Let me pull these guys back because I don't want to just get into a skirmishing fest with them. If I can, I'm going to sort of stop. Pull this line back a little bit. If any of you can get some shots on these slinger cavalry, that would be a really good move. No, have I fucked up there? No, okay. Come on, get some shots on if you can, people. Sling those slings. You're going to go out of range. Get a very few minor shots off. Okay. Where's the other guy? Over there. If they're going to come into range, we will. But it takes you guys so long to set themselves up. They're not really going to get in range quick enough for them to be able to really achieve a lot. Oh, they're going to come right across my lines here. Come on, people. Get some shots on. Well, we're winning the slinger fights, you know, if they're going to take a straight-out slinger fight. But they shouldn't really be taking a straight-out fight like that. Kind of surprised if that's really what they want to do. They seem to be. There we go. That's good. It's good for us. They're going to go out of range in a minute. Go on, get as much damage as we can in. If we can rout them all, the better. They're broken. Whether they'll shatter, I doubt. But you never know. Okay, good. I'll take that. Pretty pleased with that. Let's just push these cavalry back into the forest. I think that unit there is probably going to end up recovering, I would have thought. But still, not a bad opening start to the battle. If he's going to throw his missile cavalry away like that, I'm happy to take that sort of those sort of opportunities. He's obviously a little bit hesitant here. You know, he doesn't really want to commit himself quite perhaps like I thought he might. Why are you guys going so slowly? Speed, please. We've still got a lot of enemy cavalry to deal with, though. Particularly those heavy shot cavalry. They're big. Got a lot of cavalry, actually, to be honest. And don't forget, he's got all those pikemen back here. He's got some skirmisher cavalry going up over there. Been spotted here. Let's pull back into these forests here. We can push the whole lot forwards. Particularly mind doing that. Why don't I have a mini-map? Makes more sense. Let's double time you lot over here. You're starting to apply the pressure. We do have the range advantage once you remove his missile cavalry sort of strengths. And given he's shifting most of his cavalry over this side, I'm going to do the same sort of move. What's he got? Pontic peltests. Are they slingers as well? Oh, there may be a form of javelin men. Okay, interesting. So we have the range in terms of range to range. Are we going to start to apply the pressure? I worry about his cavalry. I do worry about his cavalry. I dislike that. But let's just shift ourselves a little bit further forwards. He's going to start to come into range. What's he got here? These are heavy pikes then. Not really what I want to be engaging with, some sort of light slingers. Most of his cavalry down there. Let's push my cavalry over here. At least he'll lose visibility of them then. It's kind of just shifting things, if not so much in my favour, at least slightly preferentially towards me. Let's go for you. I really want to be targeting things like those peltests. No point me throwing all my weight against an armoured unit of pikemen. It's not going to get me anywhere. Targeting things like these, particularly as these are javelin men, and they're going to do potentially a lot of damage. And that's really sort of things we want to be taking out. They are still shielded though, so we're going to have a hard time of it. Yeah, not really doing a lot. Okay, so the enemy cavalry appears to be making its play as he is moving up with his units as well. Okay, so be it. I'm going to have to start making moves because I'm going to get overwhelmed on the micro front. Oh, why are you in slow mode? Okay. Start to make our moves then. Break up over there. Come on, move people. Oh, there's some naked swords, good for them. Yeah. Warriors eager for blood. Heavy horse. Push you this way. Trying to keep some sort of semblance of idea of what's going on here as well. Let's bring these guys around here. So there are noble horse, our very heavy horsemen going straight into the back there of the enemy. And we'll bring these guys in against them. For better or worse, that's our kind of our commitment to that fight. Our slingers are doing what they can against these mercenary naked swords. That should cut them down fairly effectively, really. We're winning that fight, but then losing this one. At least our commander is in the winning fight so far. We're going to have to think about winning some of these flanks, because see our levy spearmen there taking the bulk of the enemy fire. Because I'm just trying to kill off these sort of flanking units. It's going to give me more opportunities. Noble horse. Not really winning quite what we would like, is it? Showing our attention there. Okay, let's make our moves then. No, not quite yet. Let's hang on. Because when we're going to go, I want these guys to be committed. No, we will make our move. It's going to take us time to get round. I'm going to have to just forget about them and just hope they get on okay, really. see what I'm kind of trying to do. Go for tighter block if we can. Try and shrink our formation slightly. Hard round, hard round.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, so how are things looking here? Well, if you're just going to get stuck in there, really kind of not really what I had in mind. We're starting to win this cavalry fight not too badly actually. We're routing some of those enemies there. Obviously, we're losing the flanking fights. Fine, we know that. Don't really have a problem with that. Let's keep pushing around, keep applying this pressure. That's what we need to be doing. Get in on the end unit there.
Our men flee the field of battle.
No, we'll keep them there.
This is a shameful display.
Who is fleeing? Hopefully just some of the more forward units. How goes these fights against these guys on the flank? Exactly well. I really want to get through is what I need to do. I know I should go right the way around, but under quite a long fight if I do that. I can get myself completely round here, look. You see, our levy freemen are doing what I wanted them to do. Who keeps routing? Oh, it's just some of those units. I'm not too worried about that then. Oh.
Elite cavalry! Forward! Oath-sworn warriors!
Oh no, you fight them, sorry. Get your damage in on the... Come on, guys! Sorry. My lack of attention is just a nightmare.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Bring you round. You should be starting to rout. Come on, cut those guys down. Some of our middlemen are routing now against some of these enemy pikemen. We are getting our people in quite effectively now on a lot of these flanks. I reckon we're doing a bit of a fair job. We're starting to get some damage on these Pontic cavalry. Keep up the pressure on them. We've just got rear flanked on our chosen swordsman. That's going to hurt. Come on, surely those hoplites must be starting to get cut down now. And we should be winning these side flanks, really. You know, our heavy chosen swordsman there, having a bit of a tough fight of it, but really shouldn't be too bad.
Elite cavalry!
Okay, so our cavalry have won. Our general here has won. Let's get him round this side, try and provide a bit more support. Actually, no, let's keep the pressure on this enemy general. We're starting to kill him, actually, quite effectively with our units. These Oathsworn should really be winning against these serious spears, particularly against the Peltests. Let's get the rear flank in on here. Let's go for a rally.
Remember your ancestors.
Okay, good job, man. Good job, good job, good job. Those hoplites there, they're going to start routing and breaking very soon. Let's disengage this unit, start to pull it round a bit more. And the enemy general's dead. Good job, slingers. They are doing their jobs. These guys are really doing an excellent job now. Start to target some more vulnerable units. Our Oathsworn, fantastic unit. I love these Oathsworn. They're just really applying so much pressure to these guys down this part of the line. They're just doing exactly what I want them to. Push in here to these pikemen here. These pikes here somehow just about to rout, actually struggling just frontally. Reform you guys up, start to get some opportunities if we can. Get these guys around. You can just go in from the front. You come completely around if you can. Yeah, it's looking fine there. If we can get some of you guys to get some shots on these, all the better. Even our spearmen are coming back. We've got this. That went really nicely in the end. We got a bit tense there as he was moving his cavalry and his pikes up because it got a bit micro-intense. But that is his army routed. That got, yeah, it got a bit tough when he was getting his pikes in because I was trying to deal with both the cavalry fight of which my general was committed. And one note on that cavalry fight, which was just pure chance, but I should have thought of, is, you know, I committed my general to that first cavalry fight where it's just the two blobs of medium enemy cavalry, just those all the equivalent heavy horse. That was the right thing to do because that means my general was in the sort of winning fight, and then I just sent my my heavy horse against the enemy cataphracts. I think by doing that, that meant my general survived that fight because I was using your general seems to be quite a risk because obviously if you lose him really on in the game, that just breaks your morale so badly. So I think that was absolutely the right thing to do. Gave me the flexibility I needed. And then once he lost his general to my slingers, slingers did an absolutely awesome job of just sustaining that fire throughout the game. They were able to keep themselves alive, keep themselves in the damage. And they did a really good job. These chosen swordsmen did well, and these Oathsworn are wonderful. You saw how much damage they did against those Thorio spearmen. And obviously he went for these pipe fights, which they got quite a few kills. Their kills were really against all these like Levy Freemen, who actually really didn't do that badly, considering they are a base minimum level like unit. They're like 250 gold. They're a dirt cheap unit to use, so they're great as just as a rank filler. Yeah, I definitely like this army as a composition. I'll maybe trying this one again, see if we can get some more victories, because I really enjoyed that battle, and we have an outnumbered look against quite obviously a reasonably skilled player given his initial layout and sort of unit composition. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I shall see you all in the next video.